Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. For those of you who don't know, I started Grumpy Old Fart to express my political and social opinions and to say things that I felt needed to be said. Unfortunately, YouTube started giving me strikes. As a hedge against this happening, I've created backup YouTube channels, Grumpy Old Gamer and Grumpy Old Ufologist. I also created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can find all of my stuff there, including my political opinion and current events. The link to my Rumble channel, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an AD&D advice video on variety. Variety really is the spice of life, especially in a game. As a dungeon master, there are a ton of different scenarios you can confront your players with. Monsters, bandits, soldiers, evil wizards or clerics, traps, natural disasters, lots more. You're limited only by your imagination. When you design your campaign, your main villain has a specific motif and has specific underlings which may regularly encounter your players' characters. This is to be expected, but that's not what this video is about. What I'm talking about is the random encounters and generic events which are unrelated to your primary plot. The monsters in one area will not be common in other areas. Not every road has bandits lurking in the bushes. Not every soldier a group runs across will cause them grief. Evil wizards and clerics are not a dime a dozen. If any area in the world had a natural disaster every single day, I dare say nobody would live there. Traps are varied and rare. They must be placed there by someone. What I'm saying is that too many of any one thing makes your game stale and boring. For example, if every door, chest, and random object is trapped, it presupposes that someone is setting these traps, and that someone had to have an enormous amount of spare time on their hands. Furthermore, if your player characters encounter such traps everywhere, they will, everywhere, every door, every opening, every chest, everywhere, they will be unwilling to try doors, open chests, or even walk around. Traps are supposed to be a surprise. If they're everywhere, they lose their spontaneity. And too many of the same kind of trap can be stale as well. Vary your encounters. Use different monsters. Make some soldiers helpful. It's all about the new and exciting. A lack of traps can eventually lull the player characters into a lackadaisical routine where they never bother to check for traps. That is when the traps are most effective. See what I mean? I was running a game years ago, and I had players, had a group with 2 thieves, and these guys they check for traps on everything. So I designed a fortress with a whole bunch of short hallways with doors at the end, and there was only one way to go, and they were checking for traps on every door. There was never any traps, and it just went on and on and on and on. It was like a maze in there, Eventually, they got bored and stopped checking for traps. Human nature. You get tired of it, you stop checking. Over and over and over. There's a door, I'm opening it. Okay, there's a door, I'm opening it. Okay, I'm another door, I'm opening it. That kind of thing. 20 or 30 doors down the line, suddenly there was a trap. You see what I'm saying? It adds to the excitement. If there's traps everywhere, and I'm using traps as an example, but it's the same thing if you use the same kind of monster, or the same kind of bandit, or the same kind of this, or the same kind of that all the time. If you use the same kind of trap constantly, or if there's traps everywhere, they lose their luster. It stops becoming exciting, and it stops being exciting, and it becomes tedious. The last thing you want your game to do is become tedious. At any rate, I hope this finds everybody well, and I hope you enjoy running Dungeons and Dragons as a dungeon master. Getting tongue-tied over here. But I hope you do. And again, this is just advice. I've been playing this game a long time. I've been running it since, oh Lord, over 40 years. 40 years. And the last thing you want your game to do is become tedious. So just vary it up, liven it up a little. Do different things. Your players will very much appreciate it. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.